I welcome you all with my love and respects. Before entering into the today's sutras, I wanted to remember with deep respect the whole tradition of Brahma Vidya. Om Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradayakatrubhyo Vamsarushibhyo Namo Mahadbhyo Gurubhyaha. In the Brahma Vidya Sampradaya, Guru, who transmits the understanding which is irrevocable, irretrievable, plays a major role in the path of devotion. God, your chosen deity, plays a major role. In the path of yoga, the technique plays a major role. In the path of meditation, the technology plays a major role. When I use the word technology, I mean all the things around meditation, around the technique. With yoga, you may not need a music. In the path of yoga, you may not need other accessories for the technique. But in the path of meditation, it is not just technique, technology. You need some more accessories. In each path, you need some things for the ultimate to happen in you. But in Brahma Vidya Sampradaya, the one and only requirement you need is Guru. That's all. If you and Guru, both of them are lost in some forest where nothing else is available, that's enough for you to get enlightened. Actually, both of you are lost in some forest where nothing else is available. The enlightenment will be very easy and quick because you will not have anything to do. No other entertainment is possible. That is the reason always the Brahma Vidya Sampradaya, the Guru and disciples get lost in forests. Before entering into today's sutras, I wanted to share some more truths related to Brahma Vidya Sampradaya. As I was expanding yesterday, awakening your complete understanding, awakening your complete life, awakening your complete existence, fulfillment in awakening. This fulfillment happens through so many ways. I was describing only few examples yesterday, like yoga, meditation, dhyana, tantra, or karma. Some are examples. But the uniqueness of this Brahma Vidya Sampradaya means the tradition of Vedanta Vidya tradition of sitting and listening to these great truths is some way unique, because just by the proper understanding, the deepest possibilities of your inner space is awakened. Deepest possibilities of your inner space is brought to life. And you guys are fortunate, you have somebody or some energy, that is the right word I will use, which chooses perfect words, which is master in choosing words. Because in Brahma Vidya Sampradaya, the words play a major role. It can bring tremendous understanding. It can move literally mountains. It can move mountains literally. It can put you in the restful awareness very casually. Nothing is required, nothing at all. That is why the Brahma Vidya Sampradaya is always misunderstood and many times lost, because in the Sampradaya the one and only thing you need is an awakened Guru. When an awakened Guru is there, no tool is required, because no tools are used, nothing is left. Birds do not leave footprint in the air, but buffaloes always leave a deep footprint in the sludge. If you are traveling in the path of buffalo, very easy, because there will be a deep footprint in the sludge. Techniques, methods, methodology, path. The path traveled will be there. You can easily catch it, leave it. Again and again you can travel. But the unique thing in the Brahma Vidya Sampradaya, in Vedanta Sampradaya, is no footprints left. No techniques are left. No methodology. If you analyze exhaustively all the Vedanta literatures, you will see only 3 advice. Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Means listen, imbibe, express. Come on, what to listen? There is no answer. Whom to listen? There is no answer. What to imbibe? There is no answer. What to express? There is no answer. Brahma Vidya Sampradaya. Brahma Vidya Sampradaya does not leave footprints. It's an ecstasy. Birds do not leave footprint in the sky. Paramahamsas do not leave technique trials in the conscious inner space. This is one of the great advantage in the Brahma Sutra in the Vedic tradition, Brahma Vidya Sampradaya. Same way, great disadvantage. It is completely master-centric. That is why all Vedanta Sampradayas are, of course, the truth is Guru cultures. Because in Vedanta Sampradaya there is nothing else left. No technique, no chosen deity, no karma, nothing needs to be done. All you need is a master in front who goes on giving understanding. Deeper and deeper and deeper layers of understanding. Who goes on peels you. So in this whole Vedanta Sampradaya, the only requirement is a proper guru. Understand, unless you are ready to jump out of that junk logic, stupid logic, and have certain maturity, you are not for Brahma Vidya. In Brahma Vidya, you are not even asked to surrender. Understand, in Brahma Vidya there is no Sharanagati. No. There is no surrender. No. Funny thing in the Brahma Vidya Sampradaya is, once you are initiated, the Guru has to do puja to you. He has to worship you. If you see in all the Brahma Vidya Sampradayas, once a disciple is initiated, he will be made to sit in that seat and Guru will do Aarti. Because here the knowledge, the Vidya, holds the center. Nothing else matters. Brahma Sutra does not start with yama, niyama, asana, pranayama. No. But there are some interpolations in course of time. In the name of sadhana chatushtaya, they try to bring the yoga's rules and regulations in the Brahma Vidya Sampradaya also. But the original Sampradayas of Vedanta tradition does not talk about any prerequisites. The one and one pre, post, all requisites, an enlightened master, you able to sit and understand his words, that's all. Nothing else. Very beautifully Shankara puts it. Manushyatva mumukshutva mahapurusha samsaya. Manushyatva, human body. Mumukshutva, seeking. And the nearness of Mahapurusha, an enlightened being. That's it. Nothing else is needed.